This is Let's Make It channel, and today I want to show you how we can prepare a nursery bed for tomatoes. I have this variety. This is Seminis hybrid tomato ansal F1. This is a 10-gram sachet. In the market, this is trading at 8,200. That is how I bought this sachet. To also do that, I also need to have this insecticide. This is Confido. This is what I'll use for drenching the soil, of course, to protect various insects. I'll also need to have a knapsack sprayer, a panga, some foko jembe, and this is a place where I will be planting my tomato seeds. We're in the process of preparing the land after successful tillage. So we want to break down the soil into small particles so that we can make it possible for the seedlings to sprout easily for them. So currently we are breaking the soil into very fine particles, removing stones, pebbles, sticks, so that what we have eventually is very fine soil, which will allow our seedlings to sprout. Our objective is at least to attain 99% seed germination rate. This can only be possible if we make it easy for the seedlings to sprout. And this can happen if the soil is very loose. So sometimes when the pebbles are a little bit, when the soil is hard like the one in this region, you can even use a piece of wood to break those very difficult lumps of soil. That is what I'm currently doing. And you see now the soil is a little bit loose. I'll do this for the entire piece of the nursery until the soil is very fine. This is a bit hard and difficult to break. I think this is much more of a loamy soil, but this is a process you must do. You must have 99%, at least 99% seed germination rate. We'll do this. The soil is very fine. Then we will now be able to arrange this work. You must do with a lot of passion. So this is now our prepared nursery bed. That is it. All that big. I prepared a big one so that we can have minimal congestion of the seedlings in my nursery bed. I want them to have very healthy seedlings. And now we're in the process of preparing the furrows. Where we can be able now to grow. So this is furrow number 1. This is furrow number 2. Then I want to have my furrow number 3 there. We'll now prepare these furrows all through. We'll prepare all these furrows all through. I don't want them to be very deep, just very shallow furrows. That is what I will make. Very shallow furrows. Seedlings should not be covered by so much soil. just a little bit of soil. Just a little bit of soil is what you need to have as the cover for the seeds. So we'll do all this to the entire piece of nursery. Some of the furrows we've already made. We are now left with just a small portion, to complete the final product for our furrowing process. We have made all these furrows. We have also erected some posts, small ones, for us to use them as the shade for our nursery bed. So these are the furrows we've done. The next thing that we want to do is now to spread the seeds. The seeds will be spread in these furrows. We'll ensure that we do not put so many of them in one furrow. So we'll have to spread them evenly so that there is no congestion for food of the seedlings in the nursery bed. Okay. So that is the nursery bed. Those are the furrows. Yes, those are the furrows. That is the entire piece. We have ensured that we form a depression so that we can be able to retain water, retain fertilizer when it's applied. So this is not a raised nursery bed, but this is a nursery bed with a depression. So we want to plant our seeds, tomato seeds. This is the seeds we want to grow in our nursery. This is tomato hybrid ansal F1, and this is what we want to now put into our furrows. You can cut this. Okay, not there. Okay, yes. So pour them. We pour the seeds here. Those are the seeds. These are the tomato seeds. We have to ensure we don't leave even a single one of them. You can tear it open. You can tear it open completely. So these are the seeds. This is what is costing over 8,000 shillings. It's an ansal F1 hybrid tomato variety. These are the seeds, quite a number of them. We'll see the total when the nursery is 3 to 4 weeks old. Yes, so we have already planted our seeds in those furrows, and now we want to water them before we cover the nursery. I won't use mulching, but I will use top covering. I will use some available material to cover the nursery bed against too much sunlight. Thank you. So our seedlings have been properly watered. After you didn't plant them, we have watered them effectively and adequately. You can see how the nursery bed now looks like. It looks like that. Plenty of water. For the first time, you have to give sufficient watering. That is what we have done, and that is it. It looks like that. So the next thing that we will have to do is to cover the nursery bed to protect the seedlings, the sprouting seedlings, against direct sunlight. So I have erected those uh, pieces of wood. You can see these ones, like this one all through. Each corner has one, and at the center we have two. So then I will erect more of them, so that now I can prepare a cover. I won't do mulching because sometimes I need the seedlings to be properly aerated, the soil to be properly aerated. So I will prepare an improvised cover, which will now protect my young seedlings against direct sunlight. So this is what I've done. I have used local materials to prepare the top cover for covering my nursery. I'll also use this this is what this material. This is also local material for used for thrashing beans and maize. That's what I'll use to cover these parts. In the process of covering our nursery bed, it will eventually look like that. It will look like that. After we do the covering, we've just used available materials, local materials, some pieces of wood, some sacks. Let's make a gunia, and that is what we have used. And eventually, we'll have a good cover to protect our nursery bed from too much sunlight. This is what we are doing, and eventually it will be a great piece of work. This is now the final nursery bed. We have given it a top cover. This is how it looks from inside. This is how the nursery bed now looks like, well covered against direct sunlight. It looks like that. We are making the final touches on our tomato nursery bed. So I think that's a good work. Yes, that's how it looks like. That's the way it looks like. Our nursery bed there. Our nursery bed there. Well, nice work. Nice work. Nice work. Very big in size. We have not done mulching, and in a few days the seedlings will sprout from inside. Thank you very much.